Hi, this is Sticco bringing to you my monthly podcast. Believe it's the 39th, moving on to. And I do apologize that I haven't been able to deliver um, monthly in March due to watching celebrations of family weddings. And here I am, bringing you to deliver an interesting subject. The word is kind of used frivolously, but I'm not sure people know the real sense of that word. And let's dig in. So today's subject is going to be on awakening. Has anyone pondered what that word means to you? What is awakening to you? Is it an aha moment? In a light sense, yes, but in a deeper sense, not. So this is where I come in to deliver what is real awakening is. So real awakening is when someone realizes that they want to operate themselves with full self-awareness. And I have been talking about how to gain self-awareness right through my podcast by doing mindfulness meditation with inhale and exhale breath work. So once you establish mindfulness over time, you will feel that you empty out thoughts, root out your defiled thoughts, and you are more wholesome in carrying out your thoughts, actions, and words because you are constantly transacting your thoughts in your mind, and you are now totally aware of what enters your conscious orbit. So once you have established solid mindfulness, hardly any thoughts come to your mind, and your breath, you feel it here, and emptiness. So that is stage one of awakening. And real awakening is when you realize you are dealing with your alternate self, which is the ego. And if there are moments, even without self-awareness, had realized that your ego is interfering and you have let go. When you do it mindfully, yes, you feel a sense of sublime at that time. You really feel serene and something that you cannot experience. And I think it's a glimpse of nirvana, I would say. That is so surreal when you realize there is no stress, there is so much of peace in that momentum. So that is the real awakening of someone letting go your altered self, ego. With that comes compassion, and to have compassion, you have to feel empathetic towards walking in others' shoes, and that's how you know that you are operating with self-awareness, with empathy, and extending compassion and non-judgmental. So that's the most important thing. And when you have these developments of yourself, developments of carrying out these mentioned activities within your frame of mind, that you are operating with awakening. Okay, so when we are born, we come to this world as a soul without any labels, and we fill to the brim, as mentioned on my podcast in the past. And you develop ego by praising yourself and with praise from others. So that's how ego comes into your mind as a child, and then it gets more inflated as we get into adulthood. So I have discussed now what awakening is in true sense is self-awareness, operating with self-awareness, letting go ego, and then acting with empathy, compassion, non-judgmental, to summarize. And actually, um, when you are into mindfulness in a deeper sense, you will find that your conscious at high level, you're able to separate, because you are a soul that's with a form that is a body and mind, and anything outside that is physical, it's called form, feeling, perception, mental formation, and consciousness. These five physical aggregates makes a self. So when we come to this world as a soul, and you're born in your take place in your mother's womb, you have no choice. These are people that you have traveled in your past lives, and they become your soul mates in this life, according to your karmic inheritance. Why you find some people are familiar, and as you go in life, you feel that certain situations, certain people are karmically inherited. So these five physical aggregates deliver self, and then you get your soul filled to the brim with conventionality on earth, conducting life on earth. So at a high level of mindfulness, you will feel that everything outside is perceived and it forms in your mind. So there's a separation when you look at it. If you know how to detach yourself, there will be less stress for you, and realization of yourself, and this journey of higher consciousness. Okay, so I think my time is catching up. It's going over 7 minutes today. So this is all for now. So remember self-awareness, letting go ego, and operating with empathy, compassion, kindness, and non-judgmental are good enough to those who are just coming to know about operating with self-awareness. So always strive to act with self-awareness. And this is all for now. I also want to let you know that I have been posting recently to Shop Temu, as I have become an affiliate marketer. I don't know how you say marketing affiliate. That's the way, yeah, you should say marketing affiliate. So some of the things that I have bought are these costume jewelry, but this is actually real stuff. This is amethyst. Sorry, this is amethyst. I don't know whether you can see it. Yeah. And this is what I have been shopping, and they're reliable, and their stuff is not expensive, and I will put the link for you. This is Sticco signing off. Thank you for listening to me. Bye for now. And by the way, I am Deepika, aka Sticco, just for reference. Thank you. Bye.